But tonight we're going to be talking about identity. You know, because we lose ourselves when we don't stay connected to our source. And I dress this way tonight because this is what's in style, this is what's hip. If you're walking around looking like this, then you look pretty cool. You know, maybe you got somebody's name on your collar like I do with Michael Kors. I don't know who this guy is. I know this thing costs some money. Or, you know, Hollister across the front, or Adidas across the front, Polo, Nike, Longhorns, Tex, Power Surge. What? And you know, the Nike on the feet. It's a manufacturer, it's a creator. They created a product, and they take pride in their product. Their product stands for something. And we put all these things on ourselves to create an identity. And isn't it interesting that sometimes that identity, if we don't quite fit it, we feel out of place because of what people may say or what they think. So I wanted to talk about your identity. Because if you're not reminded, not only that, you know, God created us, what does that mean? To begin with, God doesn't create garbage. He doesn't make a mistake. He doesn't make an accident. He said, oops, I didn't mean to do that. And then you got here. No, he wrote you in. You were supposed to come out the way you came out. Whatever the situation was, that's how God ordained things to happen. It tells you in that book that if you have issues with it, do not try to repair it. Do not try to fix it. It says take it where? Where does it tell you to take it? To an authorized dealer, right? An Apple store. You don't want to take this phone to Billy Bob's cell phone repair at the corner of 9th and 6th Street. That's not where you want to take it. Oh, I guarantee I'll fix it for you, man. You got no idea. I will take care of you. I know Apple service. I used to work for Apple for 25 years. No, it says an authorized dealer. Not Buddha. Not Allah. Not alcohol. Not drugs. Our manufacturer. Christ. There's a scripture, Psalms 23:3. He restores my soul. He leads me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. I want you to understand that the reason that they take care of this product so much is for the name's sake. It's for what it represents. The name's sake, the image, that Apple image. Here the Bible is talking about us specifically. See, God creates perfection. God intends every single one of you to be here. He made you with a purpose, with a destiny. He creates success. That's what God does. You'll never come across a seed that if it's not planted and watered will not grow. You don't have to sit there and say, oh, I'm praying that this seed grow. It's going to do what it's intended to do. Why? Because the manufacturer created it to become something. He created that seed to develop into a tree, to blossom, to give fruit. That's what the Creator intended. But the only one that God's got issues with is us. See, because we believe that we can do things on our own. We believe that we can go outside of God's will and accomplish and achieve. Well, I talked about those downloads. See, those downloads start to tell us that if we're not dressed this way, we're not good enough. If I'm not wearing the nearest, greatest apparel, I don't need to be saying very much. We start to download certain things inside of us because we believe what others say about us. We start to download certain things, and certain fears start to crop into our minds, and suddenly we decide to take a back seat because we're trying to do our own program instead of know who we are. See, so when we talk about image, there's something that you need to know and that you need to understand. Your Creator doesn't make garbage, doesn't make mistakes. Pull up Genesis for me. Then God said, let us make a product. Let us make a product. Let us make man in our image. I need you to let that sink in for 1 second, because as we try to validate and say that this thing has that value, can you see just how much more valuable your life is? Who you are. The value, the image that you are is your Creator. You're made in His image. And because He doesn't create defects, He doesn't create mistakes. Are you understanding how valuable you are? That God made you perfectly the way you are. Despite what anyone else may think, despite what society tries to label, despite what anyone else in your circle may try to reiterate and place into your ear, despite what the voice inside of your head tells you, because you've downloaded things that aren't in the manual. See, that manual's there and it says, do not attempt to use the product without reading the entire what? Manual. Isn't that what it says? Before operating whatever it is, please read the manual. Anything. Not even talking about a cell phone anymore. It gives you all those different categories. But we don't take the time to read our manual. This book is filled with promises, guarantees, warranty. This book has everything that you're meant to be in life. This book tells you your value and your purpose and why God created you. It talks about the keys. It gives you the keys for success, the keys to obtain the riches that God has for you. Why? Because it goes back to the image. You're created in His image. And God doesn't make mistakes.